Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Hound's Tale podcast. My name is James Hudson. Later in the episodes, we'll be joined by Dylan Watson and Daniel Evans. And this podcast will be centered around the dog hunting community, more focused around the fox pen world and the deer hunting world. I want to thank y'all for joining us. Hopefully I won't bore y'all too much. Just kind of what this is going to be about. We're going to be going over hunts and results from each weekend if I can keep up with it. If I can't keep up week to week, I'll try to do at least every other week. I say I, but I mean we. I'm here by myself today. We got a lot going on. We've had a lot of crazy weather. We got a hunt coming up this weekend, so I had a little downtime, so I took advantage of the situation and I figured I would give a test hit on our first episode. Just a little introduction for myself. I've been hunting dogs my whole life, mainly in the deer woods, right here in Central Virginia. I grew up around the sport, grew up loving it, found a passion for it. I've been in and out of a lot of different hobbies, but this one never seems to let me go. So it's definitely stole my heart and stole my passion, and I'm very happy to continue that tradition. Anybody that's been in the sport as long as I have, I'm not saying I know it all, but if anybody that's been in this sport for a long time knows that a lot of times it's a family-oriented deal, and I really enjoy being able to get out there with my dad and my cousin and other family around. Any kind of local club, it always seems like there's a couple big families in it, and I'm fortunate enough to be part of one of them in our hunting club. My grandpa used to do it before he passed away, and that was always fun sitting there listening to him. If you were sitting right beside him, he couldn't hear a lick of a word that you were saying, but if there was a dog barking, one bark every hour, he knew exactly where that bark was, and it could be 10 miles away. He knew exactly where that thing was. Always baffled me that how good they could hear, and it seems like the older I get, the more I understand. You just calm down and listen. But it's those kind of lessons that I enjoyed learning out there in the woods with them. I just started getting into the pen world myself about 2 years, but this is my second year into it. My grade dogs, I went to a couple outside hunts last year and placed them on the outside and thought I could come in the wire and do the same thing, and really got disappointed very quickly. It's a whole nother breed on the inside. I will give credit where credit's due. I love my deer dogs, and they'll never leave my lot, but man, them pen dogs just jam on the inside. So I feel like I've proven myself on the outside a little bit, at least in our club and with my dogs. I'm very pleased and happy with their performance and how they do, and I've set out on a new challenge, and I want to prove myself in the fox pen world. I want to make a name for myself. I believe that's anybody's goal as far as the fox pen world goes. Want to get up there in the ranks with everybody, make some names for me and my dogs. It's always a very prideful thing when somebody comes looking for your dog to either breed off of or breed with, or even just gives you a pat on the back and tells you, man, you got one hell of a dog. That's the kind of stuff I look for. Also, I want to put a positive light on this sport. It gets a lot of bad rap from a lot of bad hunters. And I'll be the first to admit it. There are bad hunters out there. That's something that everything that you do in life has. So I'm hoping that I can put a positive light out there on the sport and show people that there are good people that love and care for their dogs and actually raise them with a heart. And it's not just the bad seeds out there. I really want to keep this sport alive. It's a goal of mine to raise my kid up whenever that time comes, and I can't wait to see him run his own dogs down the line. And now that I'm in the fox hunting and the fox pen world, I can't wait to see them in the child handling class and putting that dog up there on the bench and handling him up there in front of everybody and getting that little trophy. So I can't wait to see that kind of stuff. So I hope that I can make some kind of positive light on this sport and keep it alive. I need to get a little more involved than what I am and go into more of the meetings and stuff like that, but I definitely want to do what I can to keep it alive. So now that that's out of the way, and I'll let Daniel and Dylan introduce themselves on the next episodes. I'm not going to do that for them. Dylan's been a good friend of mine since high school, and so is Daniel. We all pretty much, later in the years, grew up around each other, been good friends, good, nice, tight-knit group, and Dylan's been in it for pretty much his whole life, and Daniel's just getting into it this year, so it's going to be kind of cool to have that new person aspect in the communications here on this podcast, and how he's learning and developing as a hunter. It's really kind of cool to see that progress as we move along. So first things first, let's go into this past weekend's hunts. Twin County Fox Preserve had I believe a puppy hunt, if I'm not mistaken. Took 700 to win. Bird's Knockout was your winner down there, and that dog was out of Knockouts Rambo and Birch Creek Jada, and the owner is Don Bird. Second place was Howell's Spade out of Jet Pilot Ray, and Howell's Brown Bird, that's out of Howell and Sons Kennels. Beargrass Cougar out of Turd Hill Bad Ben, and Beargrass Uno, B&G Kennels, or BG Kennels, excuse me. That was your third place dog down there. Southern Styles Baby Cane out of Kevin Edwards lot, and Chase's Seam out of Blouts Creek Kennels. That rounds out your top five. For each of these hunts, I'm just going to give you top five, and I'll do your sires and dams for your top three. That way it doesn't drag on but so much. And I just thank y'all again for joining me with this. Lima Road Fox Pen. Looks like they had one heck of a hunt through all the weather down there. There was a lot of weather this weekend, so I don't think a lot of hunts were able to even happen, or if they did, that was very tough hunting. So congrats to everybody that had a dog that was able to put up points, and hats off to all the judges and all the fox pens for being able to make these hunts happen. I know it wasn't easy, at least around the Virginia, North Carolina area. I know there was a lot of weather, and North Carolina really got hit, and I know a lot of pens are still pretty much drowning for lack of words. But the Lima Road Fox Pen took 2,025 points to win. White's Maybelline was your winner down there, and that dog's out of Blanton's Dozer and Little Miss Arizona, White Boy Kennels. Second place goes to ECC's Morgan Wallen. There was no breed given for this dog, and he's out of ECC Kennels. JC's Smokey was your third place dog. Medwood's Masterfly and Crocton's Sabrina out of Lake Road Kennels. Lake Road Snowflake was your fourth place dog, and that dog's also out of Lake Road's Kennels. And East Coast T-Berry out of East Coast Kennels was your fifth place dog. I believe East Coast put a few more dogs up in the top 10 for that hunt, if I'm not mistaken. Everybody knows, at least around the Central Virginia area, that East Coast name was good. Usually got some good dogs in there, good in the fight. So, congrats to everybody that placed down there. Pools had a hunt. The S&S Hunt Club put on a Derby all-age hunt. The Derby took 190 points to win. Queso was the name of the dog that won the Derby. That dog was out of Butler's Little Bull, and Belch's Gia. The dog owner's name is Tyler Gibbs. Second place dog was Holland's Bolt out of Holland's Peanut and Holland's Rascal. No count kennels. Third place was Mad Dog's Nature Boy. A little Ric Flair action going on there. And Mad Dog's Afro Man. I'm sorry, excuse me. I said that wrong. The dog that was third place was Mad Dog's Nature Boy out of Mad Dog's Afro Man and Mad Dog's Katie. Mad Dog's Kennels. Excuse me, Mad Dog Kennels, for messing that up. Fourth place goes to Moeller's Fancy Pants. And fifth place was Parker's Uncle Jesse. The all-age class took 185 to win. SRK's Red. There was no breed given for this dog at SRK Kennels. He was your first place finisher in the all-age class. AK's Piper. That dog was out of Rose's Little Norman and Little Man Rosie. Lights Out Kennels. Third place, Brooks Gunner. Brooks Chief and WT's Little Sally out of Mill Swamp Kennels. Pepper was your fourth place dog. That dog was out of Flapjack Kennels. And fifth was Magic Mike out of Never Forgotten Kennels. I really like the name of that kennel. Community Fox Preserve had a hunt. Took 580 to win. I believe another puppy hunt, if I'm not mistaken. Please, somebody email me and correct me if I'm wrong, and I'll give the email address at the end of the episode. Butch's Strawberry, Butch's Red Jacket, and Butch's Kelly. Butch Mills was the owner of that dog. That's your first place finisher, Butch's Strawberry. Wade's Blaze was your second place dog. We had a Belly Up Cutlass and Belly Up Purdy. Dustin McClawhorn is the owner of that dog. Cutting Up Stormy was your third place dog. Had a Up and Out Lincoln and Cutting Up Nibbles, Cutting Up Kennels. Ringo was your fourth place dog. Matt Joyner's the owner of that dog. And Butch's Triangle. Butch Mills also owns that dog. Butch, you look like you had a good day down there, buddy. Congratulations. That was all the hunts that I seen. If I missed any hunts, feel free to email me and let me know. I'll be glad to add them in, and I apologize if I missed them. Like I said, this is our first episode, and I was trying to really just be a quick episode and get a good feel of how this thing was going to run and how we were going to do. So thank you for your patience and your understanding, and I'll be glad to add anything in later down the road or in the next episodes that I need to add in. All right, next up we have the coming up hunts for the weekends. Try to do a quick little preview of the next month or so, on into April a little bit. Try to make it quick and easy. Excuse me. Right now I know the All-American's going on. Last I've heard and been updated, Rodney Crisco, Trent Tart, and Jay Tyree are holding the top three. I believe they should be probably about getting close to done, if not done. So hopefully we'll get some results from that here pretty soon. That can definitely be in next week's episode. I believe that's a big deal going on down there, it sounds like. Foxdale, they're having the Tri-County Hunting Club is having a puppy derby hunt. I know that's a 3-hour hunt. Get in touch with them if you want to get numbers. I believe they still had some puppy numbers left. It's a speed and drive hunt on the 20th of February. Also on the 20th, Triple T Fox Preserve is having a puppy hunt 1 class. And then also this weekend on the 20th, Pools is having the Waverly Youth Club hunt 1-day speed and drive. I will be sending a dog down there. Dylan will be down there, and a couple other buddies of ours are going to be down there. I had prior obligations I had to be at this Saturday, so I'm sending my dog down there with them, and hopefully they'll send me a picture with him with a trophy in front of him. Not to put a jinx on myself or anybody else, but we'll see what happens. I believe all the numbers are pretty much gone for that hunt, so if y'all are going to be down there, good luck everybody, and if y'all see any of my buddies down there, y'all give them a shout. Also at Pools coming up, the 27th, the Nottoway River 1-day HGA. The 6th of March, the Oak Hill Hunting Club is having a 1-day speed and drive. And the one that everybody looks forward to, the Southeastern, the 3-day and bench show, starts on the 12th of March into the 14th of, March 12th through the 14th. Any information on getting numbers on these hunts, you can visit poolsfoxpreserve.com. That should have all the information that you need, what kind of hunt it is, more than what I've given you, and the numbers to call. Next up, Tar River is going to be having the Ridgeway Volunteer Fire Department 1-day, the 27th of February. We will be down there for that hunt. If y'all want to be there, we'll be down there Friday night for a little bit to watch the bench show. Thinking about putting some dogs in the bench show, but don't know if I got anything really that's going to put up a good fight for it. So may do it just to be us around a little bit and have a good time. But if y'all see us down there, y'all look for Force Awakens Kennels and Ghost Kennels down there. We'll be down there trying to see if we can get lucky. Also, the Tar River Classic 3-day. It's going to be on March the 4th through the 7th. And the Crowfoot Hunting Club is having their 1-day on the 20th of March also. Again, if you need to get any information on these hunts, tarriverpreserve.weebly.com. You can get all the information you need on who to call to get numbers. The Churchill Hunting Club at Turpin's Creek is having the 2-class puppy hunt on April the 17th. Triple B is having a 2-class puppy hunt on March the 6th. And also the Piedmont 3-day bench show will be April the 7th weekend. Taylor Jen's Fox Preserve is having a puppy hunt on the 28th of this month, February. Flower Hill is going to be having a 1-class puppy hunt on the 13th of March. They're also going to be having a 17 1/4 Beagle hunt on the 27th of March and a 2-class puppy hunt on April the 10th. Bill and Lisa put on a good show down there. Haven't been able to make it down there yet myself, but I've always heard that it is jam-packed, wall-to-wall running every time you go. So y'all definitely want a good hunt. Be sure to get up with one of these. The 95 Fox Run is having an all-age hunt on April the 3rd. Sandy Ridge Fox Preserve is having a puppy hunt on the 27th. Any of these hunts, you can get any information on numbers to contact Facebook.Speed Dogs Hunts and Results page. Also, you can get it on speeddogs.net. Has a lot of your information that you need as well. So anything that you need for these hunts coming up, feel free to look on there and give them a shout. So go test your luck. Y'all know what to do. Good luck in your future hunts also. So the next little segment's going to be what I want to do every week, what we want to do every week. We want to have a topic or a question that is presented. And I figured the easiest one to start off with is why dog hunting? Why do we do it? Why do we choose to do the sport that is dying out over still hunting? To me, I love the interaction with the dogs. I do. Like I said earlier, also, it's been a family tradition of ours. Per se, and it's something that I've done since pretty much birth. I know we have a video of me before I was even born. I had a gun, so just knowing the fact that my family had done it, it's a big thing for me. It feels like something I should work and strive for to carry on. But I do have a love for the dogs. They always feel like a second family to me. If anything's going wrong, I can always go to my hunting dogs and turn them loose and let them run and just listen to them sing their song for a couple hours and let them get exercise, and watching them enjoy getting out there and just the thrill of running a deer or running a fox or a coyote, whatever it is. The thrill and excitement they get, and being able to watch them when I back up to the dog lot to put them in, and they're bouncing at the gate, ready to go and ready to get out, and just excited to be in that dog box. I got a couple of them I can just about open the door, and they go jump in the box their own selves, wait for me to collar them up. That kind of thrill you just can't get nowhere else for me. So, I've turned a few people. My brother-in-law's one of them. He was never the biggest fan of it. I'm not going to say he hated it, but he never had experienced it. And I wanted to show him that, that this is what it's about and this is why we do it. And he's been pretty well hooked. He loves coming. He joined the hunting club. And then Daniel Evans, the one that's going to be joining us in the next couple episodes, he came last year for a couple days. And next thing I know, he's done bought a dog box. So he's got a foxhound, and he done brought his lot over to the house, and we're getting ready to raise a litter with him. So it's kind of cool seeing people find that joy and excitement and love, and that's why we wanted to bring this podcast along, not only to inform people of hunts and results, and we'll also cover bills that are getting ready or coming down the line. I forgot to write this one down, but one of them that looked like it was going to be in our favor. In Virginia, one of the delegates that is a major-time anti-dog hunter turned it around on us and purposely wrote and excluded, except for the act of deer hunting, and a catch and release on the side of the road. I forget what the bill's name is, but that's something that we were fighting for, and now that we fought for it, now all of a sudden we need to change it because somebody went in there and reworded it to fight against us. So hopefully that's something that we can get beat. We got a lot of good people still in Virginia that are really for us. So it keeps us alive, and that's one of the biggest things is I want to keep this tradition going. But back to the original topic, the listening to and watching your dogs work is a thrill like no other. I've gone still hunting, and I enjoy it. I do. I didn't when I was younger. Now that I'm getting a little bit older, I don't mind going out there and sitting and being in the peace and watching a deer come in on you. It's definitely a different kind of heart-pumping deal. But that getting out there and listening to them dogs, and when you hear the dogs coming and hear them brush start clicking down and crunching, and you know old big boy coming out there in front of you, man, you talk about a blood pumping thing going on right there. It's a loss of words. It's something that you'll never understand until you get out there and do it. And I'd be happy, anybody in the Central Virginia area, I'd be happy to take you along and show you how it's done. I'm not going to say that I'm the best hunter out there, but I feel like I can go out there and show you a good time at least. So that's kind of my story on why do I dog hunt. I'm sure I could go into a 30-minute segment just on that and just bull crap with you for a while, but that is why I do it personally. So I hope that's a good explanation for y'all, and maybe that'll help change a little bit of minds, but I appreciate y'all listening. All right, so I want to thank everybody for joining. I want to end this first episode with a little resources I get my information from, speeddogs.net, Facebook/Speed Dogs Hunting Results, and then also on the masterfox.net website too. There's been great places to get all this information from and keep up with anything going on in the future. They're also very, very good about keeping posted anything that could be detrimental to our fox hunting world. And as far as the dog hunting in a whole world, being from Virginia, vahd.org, excuse me, I think I said it wrong, vahda.org. That's the Virginia Hunting Dog Alliance. They are huge, huge, huge fighters for us and keeping this sport alive. I'm not as involved as I'd like to be, and I'm going to work on that personally and try to become a little more involved. So you can become a member. It's free to join. It's just something good to have in the Dog Hunting Alliance's back pocket. It just shows your support towards them, and shows whenever they do go to the Senate or state to fight off any bills that we don't need, that, hey, we support this and so do all these people, or we don't support and so do all these people. So if you're not a member, go on there and become a member if you're from Virginia, and help us keep this sport alive. Please, 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 please. And also I want to give a big shout out to my friends Christina and Johnny at Chestnut Mountain Feed Company. If you're anywhere in the Central Virginia area, be sure to go by there and see them for any of your feed needs as far as dog food goes. I believe they do carry horse food and a little bit of extra animal food and stuff like that. So I get all my dog hunting supplies from them. If I ever need anything that they don't have, I can talk to them, and most of the time, if they can get it and get it at a good price, they are first on the scene to get it for me. So big shout out to them and a big thank. They've always provided for me and my family and always been there for us. So I want to thank them again and give them a big shout out. If you need your dog food and need it at a good price, go see Christina and Johnny at Chestnut Mountain Feed Company. It's right around Concord, Virginia. Look them up on Facebook and on Google. So other than that, I want to thank y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. I hope I didn't put everybody to sleep. I know I'm not the most entertaining person in the world. I might have to add some background music or something to keep everybody alive. So thank y'all for joining me. Give me some feedback. My email address, oh man, I done wrote it down, would be the houndstalespodcast@gmail.com. houndstalespodcast@gmail.com. Send us an email if you got a topic you want to talk about, or if you got any information that needs to be presented in the next episodes. Feel free to shoot us an email. Let us know. I'll be glad to put it in here and work with anybody that is for the dog hunting community. So thank y'all for listening, and we'll see y'all next week. Good luck and happy hunting, everybody.